Hi and welcome students. So in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about free software programs. This is software that you can download on your computer or your mobile device. So I'm going to go over what to watch out for when you are downloading these programs, as well as some programs that I use every single day. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing that you need to know is that there's a bunch of free software out there. Okay, it's all across the internet. You can find it pretty much anywhere. This software basically can complete specific tasks and be a free alternative to your more expensive commercial software. So there are a few things to keep in mind when you are downloading on your computer. Probably the most common way to get a virus on your computer is through downloading. So you have to be very careful when you are doing that. Software downloads can definitely be unsafe, and even old versions of software can have privacy issues, security issues, and in general be unreliable. So we're going to go over how to find free software on an internet search or through an app store. Okay, and so you'll see the picture on the right. It says Android app on Google Play, and so if you have an Android phone, then you are going to be using the Google Play Store to download your apps, and if you have an iPhone, then you will be using the Apple App Store. Okay, so searching for free software. What should the software do is the main question that you have to ask whenever you search for software. You're going to want to do research on this software. So if you have something that you need to accomplish, how are you going to accomplish it? What does that software need to be doing? You're going to want to read reviews on the software. Now, it's important when you read reviews to do it from a third-party website, meaning you don't want to read reviews from the website that you would download the software from the developer's website. Of course, they're only going to, in general, put good reviews up on their page because, again, they want their software to look really positive. So, again, you're going to want to look on third-party websites and multiple resources and different websites whenever you look at any sort of reviews. Okay, so make sure that you do your research and you look at reviews. Couple things to keep in mind when you go to download. I mentioned download from the official website. Here's an image that you can see pretty much of a download page from a website that perhaps you shouldn't be downloading software from. You'll notice that there's multiple advertisements that say download now or play now or anything like that, and then the correct link is actually in the top right. In general, you're going to want to avoid these types of websites. You want to download specifically from the developer's website, and if you do have to download from one of these websites, you're going to want to perform a virus scan on those files, or even a complete virus scan, full scan, by the time you finish downloading that file. Now, if you're using a Windows device, you're going to want to use Windows Defender, which is your default antivirus, or any other antivirus that you have on your computer immediately after the download, just to make sure that the software that you downloaded is safe. Okay, so I mentioned at the beginning I was going to talk about a few apps that I use throughout everyday life, and the first one here is Alarmy. I found that I had trouble waking up in the morning. Sometimes I would shut off my alarm, I would hit snooze over and over. So what I did was I figured I needed to find a good alarm system that would actually do the job of waking me up in the morning, and Alarmy did that job. So again, that's the first part of finding an app that's going to work for you, is doing that initial research. The reason I like Alarmy is because every time that my alarm goes off, I have to get up from my bed and go in and take a picture of my sink. Okay, it actually has technology in it where it requires you to take a picture of a preset image, and so I have to take a picture of the sink. At that point, I'm already awake. The next one there is Cam Scanner. If you're a student or you're one of my students, download Cam Scanner. You can take any picture of any physical document and immediately turn it into a PDF. And if you have a .edu email address, you can actually get the full version for completely free. And so that will get rid of the little watermark that appears in the bottom right. The next one is Cal. If you guys are Android users, I definitely recommend the calendar app called Cal. Cal is really good because it allows you to put in multiple events and even repeat those events up until a certain time. I found it pretty good as far as calendar apps go. If you're using an iPhone, I really like the default calendar app on an iPhone. The other ones that I put up here were OneDrive, which is Microsoft, which I've gone over in other videos. That's your free cloud storage. And then also YouTube, right? YouTube is your free software. So you might be thinking, if all this software is free, how are these developers making any money? And so I wanted to go over some different ways that developers do make money. It's usually not through the initial charge. So you can see things like donations on the developer's website where they say, hey, I know I've been on Wikipedia before where they are asking for donations from time to time. You may see advertisements like here on YouTube. Every time you see an advertisement, that's basically the creator of that video putting an advertisement on the video or even multiple advertisements on the video. So that's how YouTube makes their money. Okay. And then data mining, this would be something like if the company collected data, personal information, shopping information, anything like that, and then sold it to a third party. And then you also have your in-app purchases. You guys may remember a year or two ago when Pokemon Go came out, in-app purchases were big in that game, where if you wanted to advance, you had to buy in-game to make those purchases. And then finally, premium subscriptions. I know YouTube has a premium subscription where you could actually, it's called YouTube Red, where you get rid of all the advertisements that are on your YouTube page. So usually the apps are free up front, and a lot of times you would never actually end up paying for them. But again, you can always donate to a developer's page as well. So that's a little bit about free apps. Those are some of the apps that I like to use. Hopefully this video helped explain a little bit about downloading from your internet browser as well as downloading from your phone. And so if this video helped you out at all or you gained some piece of useful information, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section and I'll do my best to help you out. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.